Okay. Topic number 2.
Already?
You've cleared out your mind, right? And now with your bathroom trip, now you're ready for the next thing that we're talking about. Okay. DC is coming out with a show on, I think this is on NBC, right? Let me pull this up. On NBC called Powerless. It's a comedy, and this show is basically about the kind of fallout that happens from superhero activities and savings when they're destroying the city or people are getting hurt. And this is, I don't know if this is a legal office for suing or more like
insurance office.
Insurance. Okay. Insurance, but it looks to be funny. I love the cast. They've got Alan Tudyk. They've got what was the guy's name from Community? Danny Pudi. This is Vanessa Hudgens. She looks a lot older. I didn't even recognize that it was her.
What, High School Musical?
Yeah. Yeah. I didn't even recognize her. Did you?
She's now an insurance adjuster.
Yeah, well, of course.
Do your kids get into High School Musical? I never saw one of those. I never understood the fascination with them, but
I've kept my kids as far away from that as possible. I believe a good parent is going to do something like that.
Hey, you know what? If it gets kids into music and stuff like that, then...
But, Zac Efron's cool.
Wait a minute. You're defending the show because of the dude? What are you afraid to say that the girl's
Zac
hot?
Efron's cool.
She's not 18 anymore, or under 18 anymore. It's cool.
Well, yeah, she's over 18.
Anyway... This show looks fun.
Tinsley or what her name was? Sorry. I was on High School Musical still.
Wow, this is really going to get into...
Tinsdale?
We're going to get some real interesting comments on this one. Perv train coming into town. All right. This show looks funny. I like that this is a take. Why is it that DC continues to do funny, awesome, positive things on TV, but they just can't seem to understand that can work on a movie screen too? I mean, this is like the perfect... opposite side of the spectrum for what they're doing in the theaters. I think that this looks great. What's you guys' thoughts on this?
There's so much potential for this thing.
Mm-hmm.
I love the fact that Alan Tudyk and Danny Pudi. I love Danny Pudi in Captain America.
Yeah, because the Russo brothers that directed that also directed some episodes of Community. Yeah.
Obviously, Alan Tudyk and Firefly. I mean, and just their styles really lend themselves to this kind of show.
Yeah.
These kind of characters, and just kind of browsing through a little bit of just the synopsis of the show. When I say opportunity here, the company that they're working for is Wayne Security.
Yeah.
So,
who wouldn't make money destroying a building?
Yeah, the idea of just like Bruce Wayne maybe just making the rounds one day as the CEO, just kind of saying, "Hey, folks," it just those kind of situations. I think there's so much possibility and there's so many ways that they can go with this.
I love that they're going comedy route.
Yes. He's in the building.
When I first read about this almost a year ago, I go, really? And then there was another brief commercial or trailer or some snippet or a clip like months ago that I saw, and then this one's really short. We didn't see much, but then I'm like, that would be kind of good. But keep going.
Yeah. I mean, or maybe Clark Kent doing a story. And all of a sudden, somebody maybe like slamming him for like the stuff that the buildings he blew up, and he's just trying to subtly defend himself, while just making notes.
Or if somebody recognized him, kind of like a mystery men type of thing.
Yeah.
Where it's like, you know who you look like?
Suddenly, he burns his tongue on his coffee because Clark's like heat visioning or something to shut him up.
You can have that almost that dry element, but just with the way that they can take it there's so much open ended.
There's a lot of potential to this.
Where they can do this. I mean, I'm really really pumped to kind of see what they're gonna do.
Mm-hmm. Matt, what do you think?
I want to see him in a courtroom with like a B villain. It's kind of like, okay, so tell me again how the savings and loans got broken into. No, I hope it's great. I love the cast.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, I'm a huge Wash fan.
Yeah. Well, Alan Tudyk hasn't really done anything that doesn't have a certain level of quality that that I can remember. I mean, even in A Knight's Tale, which wasn't that great of a movie, I thought it was okay. I thought he was like the best part of the movie.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
No, I mean that's just it. I mean, I'm a huge fan of Alan Tudyk, and I hope it's good.
Mm-hmm.
And I really think they have a great opportunity to capture in on some of that away from the action type of stuff.
Yeah.
I was reading the IMDb for this, and it got a little preachy. It's like this girl comes into the office, realizes that's not what she thought. She wants to make it more, and she wants to make these people into superheroes. And I'm like, stay away from that.
Yeah. Do what
you
now?
want these people to be as far away from being superheroes as possible.
Make who into being superheroes? I don't understand.
The other people around her.
Oh.
Yeah.
Like this.
Oh, yeah, she's just like an inspiring.
She comes out of college and she has this can-do attitude, and I just want to see them beat that out of her within the first episode.
I'm trying to remember.
Find out that these people have no spines.
I'm trying to remember the last time I saw such a negative, cynical, put-down viewpoint delivered with such a positive smile and laugh, you know? You ever learn how to harness those powers for good, you could do huge things, but it seems like he could be one of the most seductive evil. Yeah, exactly. Excellent. This looks so created and just seems like it so came out of left field. I didn't expect something like this at all, especially, and I know this is obviously completely different set of people from the people that are running the DC Cinematic Extended Universe, however you abbreviate it.
Who's writing this?
Not sure. Here's a question.
I'd like to see who's writing it.
Here's a question I've got for you guys. Oh, I'm sure that they got an entire writing team behind it. If this is a hit, which we all hope it is, and we have some comedy, we have some levity, we have a lot of fun watching this. If that's the case, and then whether Wonder Woman or Justice League, we'll just start with those two. Those next movies come out, and let's just say they don't right the ship enough to get us happy about it. Maybe they're commercially okay, maybe even great. Do you think that this is a potential crossfire discussion or argument that we're going to see that's going to even light more fire? Why do you keep doing that? Do you see that positive, funny stuff can work? Why do you keep going down that road, and more emphasis is going to get placed on tone rather than quality of story? Because I think that's something that keeps getting missed. All I hear when people complain about the DC Extended Universe, which I agree maybe there's some issues with it, but I don't think it needs to be positive, funny, jolly. I just think it's the quality of the story, and this just seems like I could definitely see this being used as cannon fire for, see, positive and funny. That's not the issue. It's about quality of the narrative, you know? I don't know.
I don't see it ever being something where they're going to be like, they're doing it so good and you guys suck, Warner Brothers. Because Warner Brothers owns the movie. The movie franchises Warner Brothers controlling.
Right.
The TV stuff, as far as I know, Warner Brothers might show up on there, but they're not the ones writing the episodes. They're not the ones planning things.
Right. And this is a completely different universe than obviously the universe in the current DC movies. I mean, this is not the Henry Cavill Superman and all that stuff.
Well, yeah, I mean, yeah, this isn't Daredevil.
Right. Yeah.
Right? This isn't Jessica Jones where they're happening congruently.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, like you're seeing the aftermath in those episodes from the movies. You know, this is what happens to New York after the big fight in Avengers, right?
Yeah.
That clearly that's not happening because even the name of the city's different.
Yeah.
I mean, what is this, like Crystal City or it's got some different name. I can't remember where it's going to be placed. But
that's awesome. Charm City.
Charm City.
You know, the more and more I read into this, the more I got excited because it is so easy to, I mean, they even spoofed on this a little bit in that Pixar movie, The Incredibles, where they talked about, you know, what about the lawsuits and the breakout? And that's something that you kind of can't get away from in a modern superhero movie today, because, you know, that's going through everybody's minds. Where apparently in the 80s and stuff, when we grew up, when we were watching Superman, you weren't thinking about, well, the insurance salesman and people complaining about stuff like that, because it just seems
my
stupid.
House just got destroyed.
Yeah.
Who's going to pay for it?
Yeah, it just seems so cynical and stupid. Well, today that's just, you know, the norm. And seeing them jump into it head first with a comedic spin is something I never even would have thought about doing. I just thought, well, all modern movies now we're going to see. I mean, at least Marvel did it better because they did it with, like, well, look at the Sokovia Accords. You know, we need some checks and balances. Okay, that's not drearying down that we always have to have an insurance salesman or a legal advisor sitting next to us before we send Green Lantern to go help that, you know, which is just...
Hold on a second.
yeah, Green Lantern sitting there with the ring. Lawyer leans over to talk to him. Ring pops up, and you see big holographic or a green thumbs up right there.
Hold on, let me hit the lantern real quick.
Yeah, There's so much cool stuff that they could do with this. We could spitball for 10 minutes and just come up with funny shit that would be awesome to see here. And I really hope they do a good job. Did you find out who the writer was? Did you IMDb it?
I got it up here.
Powerless IMDb.
That
I was going to say it's only going to show like a head writer. It's not going to show the whole.
Was better than this.
It's not going to show the whole writers team in any way. It's not like there's just going to be one writer for the show. Yeah, who knows? I don't know.
Well, yeah, I'm sure there's a whole department of them.
Right. Well, this comes out February 2nd. I think we're all agreed that this is going to be freaking awesome. I'm pumped to see it.
It'll be worth watching for sure.
Yeah, at least definitely check it out. I've got good hopes for this. Anything else you guys want to throw in on that topic? It's okay if we truncated that one after the last one went like basically an hour or so. Cool. Ladies and gentlemen, what do you think about Powerless? Are you excited to see it? Are you as excited as we are? You ready to watch some Powerless?
I
think you are.
Ready to get wow. I'm not editing that out, so remember when it's on YouTube, it's up there forever.
Forever?